Hey everybody, Cal here, bringing you the actual video for the day. Hopefully those of you that did watch the replay enjoyed it. It was just a match that I had a lot of fun with and was wanting to share the replay with Kira, and since there aren't like replay codes you can send to somebody, I just turned on Fraps so the replay was going and then uploaded to YouTube so she could watch it. And that way if you guys feel like checking out what I'm working on, you got kind of a boring 5-minute video. Or maybe not boring, but a no commentary video, of course. So the deck's been changed up quite a lot. I went and looked at a lot of dragon decks on Game Press. If there is a better website to look at decks too, let me know. I've just been looking at Game Press and their tier lists and whatever. But I kind of looked over those lists and studied, and then also got rid of some of the meminess, like we dropped the amulets, since they were just one-ofs anyways. And we tried to sort it out. Some of the biggest changes is we have Bellringer Angels now. They help us, obviously, with card draw. They're wards to stop early game. Honestly, if you evolve them, they're not too bad. A 2/4 is okay if you're fighting aggro. Against control, you probably don't want to do it. But it's still card draw. I think the reason why decks are running these over the 1/2 dragon is because they always draw you a card, and they have ward. Whereas the little 1-mana dragon honestly isn't super useful once you get a few turns in the game, unless you're running flute, in my opinion. The next change is I do have imprisoned dragons in here instead of the master chef. Again, for ward, helps us early game. The fact that, I mean, it is a 5/4 potentially is okay, but it's mainly just to slow down our aggressive opponents in the early game. What else we got? We have a third Gobblemount demon. Now we have 3 Sahaquil. We got rid of Zenistra, Polyphemonic Roar. We got rid of the flute. We got rid of some other stuff. What else did we get rid of? What else did we get rid of? Man. Oh, we got rid of Fortes, of course. The reason we got rid of Fortes is because this is more of like an attrition deck. We plan on just outvaluing our opponent, healing a whole bunch, and then winning late game, either with Lucifer or, I mean, potentially Bahamut, obviously, is the 13/13, or with the Prince of Darkness. Lucifer seems to mainly be our win condition, I've noticed. It either makes aggro decks concede, especially once we get more than one on the board, and against control decks, if they can't remove him, then he's a 6/7 at least, or if we evolve him, he's doing 14 damage a turn with his, or sorry, 13 damage a turn with his 9, and then the 4 damage he would be doing to the opponent. Really not? Is it 9? Wait a second. Why can't I click on you? I never realized that he doesn't get +2/+2. He gets +3/+1. I mean, obviously I knew he became a 9/8, but my brain never realized that that's what he does. And then we have a third Odin in here. Just helps us against our worst matchups, which is mainly just Havencraft, honestly. Against Sword, it's great. There's a lot of banished targets in Control Sword. Even Aggro Sword runs the 7/9 thing that leaves a resolve. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with card names, unless they're like in a deck that I play. Which is one of the reasons I'm trying to play all the factions, so I can learn card names and talk more intelligently to you guys. Other than that, the deck's relatively the same. Relatively the same. I just named how like half the deck's different, so it's relatively the same. So I played, I believe, 7 games with it so far, and it's won 6. And that's in this current form. I've probably played about 20-ish today with this. It still had the Fortes in it. It had the Fortes and didn't have the third Gobblemount, the third Lucifer, and the third Odin. Instead, those were Fortes. But I want to play some matches with this because I'm having a lot of fun with it. And yeah, I want to share it. Oh, I wanted to state that a lot of the 20 matches were friendlies and on casual. Mainly the reason why I play stuff on casual, I know I'm in A0 and you can't trip out of A, so it's not like a huge issue to lose points. But I prefer to at least learn the feel of the deck on casual, so that when I step on a ladder, I have some idea of how the synergies work. no matter how obvious they may seem. I think I'm going to hold on to this. I mean, we could try to throw away the Bellringer Angel to try to get something a little more value, like a mid-game card. But because we have such a big top end, I would rather grab this. Plus, she replaces herself anyways when she dies. Oh, we're going first. Oh, Odin. Well, that's going to be good in this matchup. Another reason why I wanted the third Odin is for Shadowcraft. So Shadowcraft and Havencraft are both decks that having another Odin is going to be fantastic. I love attacking with Bellringer Angels, so we're going to make sure to do that. Here we go.
Take this. You're mean.
I'm not mean. I did 0 damage to you, homie. Oh, one of the cats came over to visit. Hi, baby. What are you doing? You're a good girl. Alright. Draw us a card. Another Odin. Well. That's a cool ability. I think I'm just going to Blazing Breath one of them. I want to save the Breath of the Salamander, since we're getting so close to 6 mana anyways. Man, we've had a pretty unlucky series of draws here. Oh, that's a good one. Impious sword. Oh, there we go. She made a lich. She liched, really? Come on, man. All right. Okay. Normally this doesn't happen, even though we have a lot of top end. When you look at like the percent chance of drawing our 7 through 10s, it's not super high. It's like in the 25% area. Well, that's something I can kill with Breath of Salamander.
I'm coming.
Whoa!
For you.
Oh, that doesn't die to Salamander anymore, though.
Your flesh and bones are
That's unfortunate.
No.
What is my cat doing down there? What are you doing down there, girl? She's under the table being a goof. Okay. This works out better than I expected. We're gonna have to go ahead and use Salamander just to do the damage to the Lich, but at least it removes it.
I'll live again.
And now we can start playing Lucifer with Rush, which is gonna help us come back, that's for sure. She could have... Oh, Necro Assassin. Alright. Draws her a card as well. Good play. Alright, here we go. Start getting that healing. Oh, we can play him 3 times with Rush. Lucifer, please.
He's so crude.
May all life pass on to you the light.
It's so bright.
The fact that his ability procs before he goes back to hand is so useful. Whoa. What's going on there, computer?
Shapely and succulent.
Want to play?
Obviously, we don't want to Odin an ultimate carrot.
Such pretty.
If we were fighting any other faction, I mean, maybe. But we'd have to be in a pretty winning position for me to be willing to do that in the first place. I'm just going to play Gobblemount Demon. And I guess Blazing Breath. Sure, that thing's going to get buffed, but Gobblemount Demon is pretty dang large. So unless she just hard removes it, we don't have to worry about her getting through. And she might hard remove it, but I'd rather her waste like a Dance of Death on this than her hit something important like Lucifer.
Let's do this right.
Yes, Mordecai.
I'll show you.
We're just getting started.
Let's retreat.
It's one of the targets we want to hit.
Make haste, Sleipnir. The battlefield tower.
And I guess I'll go ahead and evolve Odin and take out the Shadow Reaper. Just so she can't do any shenanigans.
Come near, as the god of war here reigns.
Now, even though we still have an Odin in hand, I want to get the third one as soon as possible, just so I feel safe.
Judgment for heretics like
Kawi, alright. I mean, these two trade and she won't heal, so that's fine. I honestly don't want to Odin Kawi, just because I want...
God of war, here, Ray, I'm taking you with me.
Sorry, just because I want to make sure
He's so cruel.
that we have Odin for the other duelists.
The light.
And we'll play Healing Angel here, yeah.
Let me be
We'll save Imprisoned Dragon for later.
Glory.
In case it comes to a late game situation where we just need to stave off damage for a while. But man, I want to get some card draw in here. Okay. At this point, I'm pretty content with just going face, I think.
by the light.
No point in playing the dragon since she's just going to hit it with Lurching Corpse. We could play one of the Lucifers, I think. Maybe we'll just play this first. No, because giving something Rush later in the game would be really useful. We'll play one Lucifer here.
May all life prosper and be blessed.
I mean, there is a chance, and she can narrow it down to a 50-50 if she has a way to sack Lurching Corpse. That would be really unfortunate. But if she doesn't have a way to sack Lurching Corpse, it does put a lot of pressure on her. The 6 damage, I mean. And if we draw Olivia, we potentially could just end the game here.
Such pain.
All right. And it, obviously, if she draws Shadow Assassin or Necro Assassin, I believe, Necrotic Assassin, something like that, then we're just gonna lose both. But that's worst case scenario. I'm hoping she just slams down another Mordecai. We can Odin it, go face. That's the dream. Carrot's back. Okay, so it's looking like she's just a little desperate here. I'm gonna go ahead and Prince of Darkness.
By the light. Ow.
Come to me. Glory.
The way I see it, she's at 10 health. If she plays Kawi or something, we can Odin it and then kill her anyways. Now if she plays Kawi and sacrifices it, that's a different story, but it's looking like she might not have that ability.
You make your own.
Alright.
Your death will resurrect the master.
6, 7, 8. Oh, here we go. And she got the best one.
It's unjust.
What do you know? Okay. I don't want to... Well, we might not need Odin. We'll see what we draw. There's a good chance that we don't need to Odin the 7-5. It's not what we wanted. However, it does let us kill this 7-5 more easily.
Fighting is so cruel. By the light.
Now I'll go ahead and play the dragon just to, again, like I said, late game they're nice to drop down, just kind of hold back your opponent a little bit if they have some last ditch efforts. But we're at 17. I think we're looking okay. Oh, there's that Lurching Corpse.
You're breathing.
Oh damn! All right. No. Okay. Pluto's back. Oh. Interesting. So Pluto goes in your graveyard. I guess that makes sense. I just had never thought about it.
War is such sorrow.
Shapely and succulent.
Servant of Darkness. Is that our play here? Well, unless we draw something that kills her. Nope. Alright, let's go ahead and give her the well played.
Worthy of praise.
like obsidian lightning. Time's up.
You're too strong.
Excellent. So that's basically the dream scenario for the deck. We had our answers. We had a bit of a rough time in the middle. Ooh. Nice. In like the middle game. But once we start bouncing Lucifers and big minions, it really shines. Such card art. Okay, Runecraft. If this is D shift, I'll be a little sad, but we'll see. No, oh, now my other cat wants my fried rice.
Looking for a fight.
Do we hold on to Goblin Mount Demon? You know what? We have Bellringer Angel in our hand. I'm feeling like we want to hold on to it. Because if this does end up being Tempo Runecraft, I want to be throwing down the Goblin. Well,
Greetings.
now we got all the Goblins we could ever want. Actually, that's false. Let's get the third one. But later. I want it later. Alright, Insight. There we go. Called it. Always Insight. Now the question here is, do we play Unicorn Dancer or do we play Bellringer Angel? The logic behind Unicorn Dancer is Runecraft, you kind of want to start hitting them, right? But if this is tempo, late game we might need a Unica behind a ward to start to start healing us up. But this deck has 12 healing cards in it, and if you count bouncing Lucifers with the 7 mana 4/4 lady, we tend to have 15 heals in the deck. Wow. Well, I got hiccups. So I think we can afford to play Unica as an early game way to start putting damage on her. Unless she removes it, which is great. Use a removal spell, please. I'm fine with that.
Maybe, just maybe.
Did not have a removal spell. Alright, so this is tempo though. That's good to know. So we can play some tempo against the tempo here. Yeah, so Goblin Mount in this matchup is really good. But since they do run a lot of spells to kill things, we will want to attempt and force her to do that earlier. No! Don't put that away. I need that to hit you. Great. That's a good card. I'm gonna play the Healing Angel just because she has more health.
No.
I love hitting people with Bellringer Angel. It is so satisfying that they just let you do that. The game's not like, you can't, what are you doing? You can't attack with a zero attack. They're like, no, go ahead. Hit him. And then the leader always so overreacts to 0 damage. They're like, stop it! What's wrong with you?
You're done for.
It's like we're the most horrible thing in the world to them. Because we did 0 damage. Alright. Use Crimson Sorcery on the 2/3. Come on. Come on. Do it. Yes! Okay. That's a good sign for us. It means that, well, I imagine that it would mean that her hand isn't amazing, and so she feels the need to control us.
There's a lot more where that came
Because
from.
if her hand is really good and she's not doing damage to me with only 2 damage, then she'd be heavily overreacting to the insignificant pressure I put on her early game. We might just Draconic Fervor if she has a slow turn. Like if she just does like a Dance of Death or Kala Coictus or whatever. Ogler? That does survive this, doesn't it? Yes it does, with 1 health too. What an annoying little Ogler that thing is. Well, couldn't have asked for a better draw. Alright, let's draw some cards. Ooh, those are some good ones. I accept these. Now Daria will be annoying. I wanted to put pressure on her, but okay. Do all the damage you want. Yeah, hit me. Come on. Don't worry. I can handle it. Hit me. Goblin Mount Demon and Bellringer Angel? Or Imprisoned Dragon Bellringer Angel? Actually, we could even play Unicorn Dancer if we do that. The only reason why is because I want to try to tempt out removal and or her last evolution before I play Goblin Mount Demon, since Goblin Mount Demon being just removed with a hard removal spell is way more value for her than her killing one of these. And we threaten her to evolve this and hit her for 5 if she doesn't remove it. So this might, seeing as how she's been playing pretty defensively, just clearing stuff constantly, yeah, like that, I feel like this is going to tempt her into using removal. Oh, here comes Daria. Alright. We need to weather the Daria storm. Hopefully she banished some good stuff. Good for us, obviously. Not good for her. Uh-huh. You gonna attack my bell ringer? Hmm? Oh man, I needed that. What a jerk. What was the point of evolving her then? What's wrong with you? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6. Ah, too bad we don't have 10 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, Dragon Warrior trades for Daria equally. And we have Dark Angel Olivia after that. So yeah, let's go ahead and draw some cards and then just trade our warrior.
Blew you away.
Ready to witness my true strength?
Scorch! Is that all you've got?
I lost? Yeah, right.
We do have some good stuff in here. One game, I want to try to get the BM, play Bellringer with Rush. That's what we gotta do. Ooh, this might be a juicy Breath of the Salamander turn. Oh. It wasn't as juicy as I hoped it was gonna be. I mean, we can rush Goblin Mount Demon and kill something. That's pretty saucy. She also had a slow turn though, so we could heal and draw some more cards. I like that idea. Yeah, let's do it. What do we get? More good ones. Although now I really want Dark Angel Olivia for the dragon. Alright, we'll play Goblin Mount Demon here. Our other option is going like Bellringer, Healing Angel. But we're not injured. And against this deck, I would rather wait until she does damage to me before I start playing more healing cards. I love these. Play all the little minions, please. Dance of Death. Fine. Now we can play healing cards. Cool.
One little failure is nothing.
Now she still has potentially 2 more Darias in there unless she banished one of them. Which we can only hope. We can only hope that's what happened. Wait, she's got an old mage. Excellent. Alright, yeah, let's play Olivia. Let's get our evolutions all set up. And I'll go ahead and Blazing Breath. Because I don't want to waste an evolution right here. On just a 2-2. But I also, if she has Olivia in her deck, I don't want her to get the Crimson Sorcery value. And now that we have evolutions, we don't have to worry about, like, rushing stuff out. Or not, you know what I mean, not rushing stuff out, but... Alright. I probably should have evolved the Healing Angel to push damage, but that's okay. I'm sure it'll work out. We can ultimately push damage with the dragon now. Oh, here's Daria 2. Okay. Daria the second has just arrived. We have 9 damage on board. That's not bad. There's an Ogler. Cool. You know what? Between Breath of the Salamander and Dragon Warrior, we got a good clear on this board here. We got a good clear on this board. What do we hit? We hit this.
Couldn't do it after all.
Blew you away.
Oops.
You have angered me.
So let me hit any of our juicy cards to rush. such as Bahamut or Lucifer. And she's getting towards mill myself range. Mill herself range, but I mean, you know, from her perspective, it is self-milling. Well, no more healing for me. Wind blast, alright. Oh, that's a big wind blast. I felt that. I felt that in my gut. Such wind blast. Oh, Daria the Third. Okay. So what's she down to? We just have to survive 3 more turns maximum, and we're set. Has she played any of the Storm guys? I don't think she has. Another Ogler.
It's knowledge I see.
Alright.
Atone with
Here's one of them.
blood.
Draw me a card. Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Odin. Fantastic. Always nice to see him. Gobblemount Demon. Welcome to the party. So, I'm thinking Dragon Warrior, Gobblemount Demon.
Blew you away.
I think I'd rather kill 2 things than 1 big thing, right?
Scorch. Is that all you got?
She's already used 2 Dance of Deaths, I believe. Yeah? Oh. I don't know why. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Why? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. What did I do? Why did I do that? That was so dumb. Give me Lucifer, please. Bahamut, you know what? Sure. I'll take it. Get out of here. Get all that stuff out of here. That you didn't see that. That didn't happen. Calm down. I have a Bahamut. Nobody fear.
With your lifeblood.
Do we win? Okay. Holy crap. Oh jeez. Well, alright.
Impressive.
There we go. Dude, I hate it when I make mistakes like that. Although now I'm laughing. Well, come on, we won, right? What? Wait a second. Come on. Come on, man. Jeez. Don't do this to me. I'm leaving this in. If we get some crazy shenanigan where I lose because of this, I'm putting this on Reddit. I mean, it's going to be on Reddit anyways, so, but specifically with the title like, hey, what the hell, man? Fix this. I haven't seen Reddit complain about people disconnecting and then them losing. But from what I've heard, it's been during the game. So they feel like they're timing out their opponent's turns, but we killed her. She blew up and died. So hopefully it'll register that if this is that like lag switch shenanigans people have been talking about. Hopefully it's not. Yay! She was so angry she turned into a card. Whoa! Too much win. Oh yeah, I lost a match right before I came home. I ran a bunch of errands. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna play a match to get hyped before I record. And then I got fucking blown away by a Stormhavencraft deck, and I don't know what happened. Like, she just had all the removal she could ever want, and then killed me with birds. And I was like, come on, man. You can't kill birds with dragons? Wait, dragons with... We're gonna have 2 bad outros in a row? Holy crap. Oh well, 1 second. Let's go to the main page here. Oh. We finished a mission. We get the rupees. I put them in my pocket. Alright. So, deck. I know, I feel like I said this every time I make a video. I go, wow, this deck's so fun, man, you gotta play it. But this deck's legitimately good. Like, most of the time when I'm like, oh, this deck's so good, it's because the deck is just like, it's just fun. But this deck is really good. I have a lot of fun playing this. I mean, I'm probably going to be playing, this is most likely the deck I'm going to be playing on my own time. even because obviously I had to vary things up for the channel. But I think for a while, at least, this is be the deck that I play when I'm just playing. Being a Magic the Gathering player, I know I bring this up a lot, so for those of you that don't play Magic or don't know the terminology, I do apologize. But I was a big Commander player, and I'm a bit of a Timmy. And in Magic the Gathering, Timmy is a player who likes giant creatures. And I love my decks to be as top heavy as possible. That's why I played Reanimator a lot, because the whole point was you would mill yourself and then cast really giant things for almost no cost. My favorite combo was on turn 1, there was a 1-mana spell called Entomb, where you got to search your deck for a monster and put it in your graveyard. And then there was a 2-mana spell called Exhume, and it said every player got to put one of the creatures in their graveyard into play. And so what I would do is I'd be one-on-one with an opponent playing at a tournament or something. You'd cast Entomb on first turn. You'd put It That Betrays, which is like I believe it's a 12 mana. It's 11 or 12 mana, and 11/11. Then when it attacks, your opponent has to sacrifice 2 cards. And whenever your opponent sacrifices a card, you get control of it, right? Super BS card, but it's like 12 mana late game. But you put it in your graveyard. Your second turn, you would cast Exhume, I'm sorry, and your opponent would have like a land on the field, and would be like, well, I don't have any creatures in my graveyard. You'd be like, oh, well, I got this Eldrazi that I'm going to go ahead and put out here now. Your turn. And if they couldn't remove it that turn, or if you had like Lightning Greaves or anything to like protect it from removal spells, oh boy, people would just be like, alright, I quit. You win. Especially because if they couldn't remove it that turn, they would play like 2 more cards that turn, and then you would attack, and they'd have to lose 2 of them. It's amazing, but I'm rambling about something that's not important. What I'm saying is I like big stuff. And I like decks where you get to play big stuff early. And even though she's 7 mana, so she's not really early, you still get to play big things. You know what I'm talking about? It's pretty good. Yeah, I like this deck. This deck's great. Honestly, yes, it's not a meme anymore. At least I don't think it's a meme anymore. It's pretty similar to the ramp dragon decks that I had been looking at, except for I don't ramp. I prefer to have active early turns over ramping. And that's actually something I'm going to touch on real quick. And that is, I saw a lot of people looking at ramp decks and leaving comments like, "Oh, don't play this deck, it's garbage." And people being like, "Yeah, you lose, you don't have control of the early game, and then late you have to try to get it back." I know it's crazy, but just because Dragon can ramp, and if your opponent has a slow start, it's amazing. I think that maybe in the meta as it is, ramping is what's dangerous. Especially against things like aggro blood and aggro sword. I don't think you can afford to spend turn 2 just casting Oracle, for example. And while Bellringer Angel doesn't ramp, she does draw you a card, which means that she draws you things that stall you, that help you stall the board, such as Blazing Breath, Breath of the Salamander, the Imprisoned Dragon, stuff like that. Other Bellringer Angels. She not only stops your opponent from doing some damage to you, potentially if you evolve her, she can kill some stuff. She draws you a card to help you keep control, and since the deck does have a lot of fat draws, she kind of helps you not brick, because you get to draw through your deck a little faster, and that increases obviously your odds of drawing useful cards. Fantastic. I like her over Oracle a lot. Plus, with Oracle, you can't do 0 damage hit to the face BM. You know what I'm talking about? Healing Angel, strong, very good card. Statted well against aggro decks, heals you for 2. I mean, you guys know about it. Imprisoned Dragon, I really undervalued this card until I put it in this deck. I'd always looked at decks that ran this. I mean, like, it only has 3 health. What is the point? The point is that if you want to stop a bunch of little guys, you play Gobblemount Demon, right? But if you want to stop like bigger evolved minions, Imprisoned Dragon's fantastic. It'll trade 1 for 1 for them, you know what I mean? I shouldn't say bigger evolved minions, I mean like early game minions that have evolved. And if not, I mean, it does still eat 3/1/1s, you know? It's not bad. And the fact that it can evolve into a 5/4 that can attack, I just need to Appreciate ward more. Oh, I didn't realize you could do this. Whoa. Whoa. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Dragon Warrior, obviously, 2-for-1s. Fantastic card. Because this deck runs so many neutral cards, or at least its main gambit is neutral cards, I had been talking to Kira earlier about, you know, can you just put the shell in other factions? And you can, technically. But the cards that do come from Dragoncraft... What happened to my mouse? What is going on here? I just lost my sensitivity. Alright, there we go. The cards that Dragoncraft brings to the table, I think, are really important. 1 mana, 2 damage. There are other factions that have 2 mana, 2 damage. The one from Swordcraft that makes a 1/1 guy. You have Sylvan Justice, things like that. I'm sure there are... I shouldn't say I'm sure. But I bet there's other good 1 mana answers to stuff in other factions, but... It just kind of helps you play your mana efficiently. As you saw, there are turns where I would play something almost on curve, would be like 1 turn late and have a floating mana, and I could just Blazing Breath something, and it kind of helps with the tempo. You get to play something, remove something, it's pretty good. Helps you finish off things as well. Being 1 mana just means it's a really flexible card. Going over to Breath of the Salamander, again, talk about flexibility. It's 3 damage, and 3 is a very important number. It kills things like Temple Defender. It also deals with, you know, things that have 3 things that have 3 health. There's a lot of 2/3s running around. It deals with the 1/3 in Bloodcraft. It deals with the 2/3 in Runecraft, the one that spell boosts things. It deals with Healing Angels against like Alana or other control decks. And then the fact that later it does 5 damage to one thing and 2 damage to all the other enemies is great against things like the Fairy Princess or whatever. The evolves and gives you fairies. I mean, this card's just good against Forestcraft in general. It's good against Floral Fencer. It's good against bats. It's good against a lot of stuff. I mean, this is great if your opponent's just on a big turn where they played Vania and evolved her and they got a bunch of bats, because this kills Vania and wipes the bats. It also works against like Queen Vampire. It kills Queen Vampire and the bats. And Prison Dragon I just talked about. An early game ward, it's pretty good. I like its stats. It's great. Draconic Fervor, again, another very fantastic dragon card. The fact that it gives you an empty play point orb, which helps us play our late game earlier, it draws us 2 cards, and it gives us 3 health, is fantastic. All that in 1 card is wonderful. I saw a lot of decks running 2 of this. I do not think that's okay. I feel like 3 is wonderful. I love having this card in my hand. It's fantastic. Even top deck 8 with full health, you still get 2 cards. And if you're not at 10 mana, you get the mana, but you know what I mean. And then, of course, everything else in here is neutral, but just those, what's it, 1, 2, 3, 4... The 4 Dragoncraft cards we're playing are very good. They're very versatile, they're very important for the strategy, and I think they're definitely worth it. You could take the shell, I think I'm repeating myself now, and put it in other factions, sure. But I think these cards that are available in Dragoncraft are just really well suited for it. Like, hands down. But there we go. I'm going to stop rambling. And, yeah, because there's also things like, what, Vampiric Kiss or whatever, that's also 2 mana, not 1 mana, but regardless, I'm going to go. I hope you guys enjoy. Try the deck if you can. And I'll see you guys next time.